Oh yeah, now
There we
that's
go.
the look.
There
That's the
we
look
go.
I was
That's the look you were looking for
That's the
right
look
there.
I was looking for.
And that's what confuses people when they see this car, because they're thinking it's a 61, then they're looking at it going, it's too long,
and
it's too wide, and the
It's got this
windshield
swept
is wrong.
windshield.
Right.
Yeah. What are the colors?
It's called raspberry metallic, and it's the same color on bottom and top. The difference is the bottom half has more pearl than the top half does.
Straight on, you can see its grill bars, but from the side, man, it looks like a lighthouse.
It does carry a good reflection to it.
It really does, man. Not just one bottle of nitrous, but two.
You just never know.
You just never know. Randy, man, I saw you roll into town with this thing. I just love these Buick Wildcats. This thing is a showstopper. 64 Buick Wildcat.
Wildcat, two-door hardtop.
Oh man, I mean these things are, like you say, gentleman's muscle car, banker's hot rod, whatever
Banker's
you
hot
want.
rod. That's
Man,
what they referred to them back in '64.
These things get down and go. And you know, even the front end on these cars, I just think is fantastic. You know, it kind of comes to
the
a
way they
point
come out and come to your point here,
yeah,
it's just
and the
beautiful.
grill and everything. Man, it is.
It's all big Buick.
It is totally solid too. And then to marry this baby up with a black vinyl top and then white interior.
White interior.
Oh man. And this looks heavily optioned.
It has every option, I've been told, it has every option that Buick offered in 1964 with the exception of Positrack.
So you got the console,
TAC, AM, FM, power seats, power windows,
tissue dispenser.
tissue dispenser.
I mean, she's just gorgeous. The back is so beautiful. I love the taillights. I love how they curve
Right.
around. Kind of comes to just a bit of a peak back
It's
here.
beautiful.
Now the Buicks had like the 445 Wildcat.
They did. They had the 445 Wildcat.
Well, let's go
It
look
has
at that,
two
baby.
factory 4 barrels.
Oh, super Wildcat.
Super Wildcat.
Now I always thought a Wildcat is what they call the Wildcat 445 engine.
That was the base 425 CI engine. You could get the 425 and the Wildcat 445, which means 445 pounds of torque.
Yeah.
Or the Super Wildcat 465 pounds of torque,
And
which has two 4 barrels standard.
Hiding under that air cleaner.
Right under that real
Can you reveal that there, Randy?
I'd be glad to.
Yeah, Buick was so proud of their torque that's how they designated their engines. Oh yeah, now
There we
that's
go.
the look.
There
That's the
we
look
go.
I was
That's
I
the
was
look you were looking for
That's
right
the look
there.
I was looking for.
That's it.
Oh man, does she run nice down the road?
She runs great down the road.
Oh, man.
She runs great.
Just like driving the living room.
That's right. It's a lot of Buick.
Yeah. And
Lot
does
of
she
Buick.
track pretty nicely?
She tracks great. You can prop your elbow up, your thumb and your finger, and just hold her right there. Just cruise on down.
Have you been to the show before?
Last year was my first year,
It's
and
a
I
great
hope to come back.
Oh man, it's such
It's
a
a
great
wonderful show.
But I got to tell you, you got one of the most wonderful cars here. This 64
Thank you, Dennis.
Wildcat. I absolutely love it, Randy.
Thank
Thanks
you very
so much for
Thank
bringing
you,
it
Dennis.
up.
Have a nice day, my friend.
Wild Wildcat.
The Wild Wildcat.
John, this thing's completely insane. I mean, it's completely insane.
Sure.
Sure. And your point is? No, this is really cool. What year?
69 Chevelle.
This looks like a full-on drag car, but this is actually a streetable car?
It's a very streetable car, and I could take it to the track with just a few modifications. So.
Wow. I mean, what's the color? I mean, the color just really pops. Is the house of color tangerine?
It's just your basic Lamborghini orange.
And you've got it full race on the inside, and with, it looks like you're ready for launch here with the 5-point harness and everything.
Yeah.
Full roll cage.
Full roll cage makes you feel a little safer. But yeah, everything's right there in arm's length, and
I love the gauge with the carbon fiber look there.
Yeah.
Auto meters and her shifter.
her shifter.
That's cool. And is that a nitrous trigger there too?
Yep, nitrous right on the top, so it's just ready to go whenever
right there.
you are. Yeah.
Whenever you are. Wow. Holy mackerel. And it's like, I can see here, I mean, it's seriously tubbed. How wide?
The 18.5 inches wide.
On each side?
On each side.
So a yard of
little
rubber.
over a yard, yeah.
Holy mackerel. And I bet you got some tricks in the trunk.
I got a couple things.
Not just one bottle of nitrous, but two.
You just never know.
You just never know.
It's got a great big fuel delivery system. Just does the trick.
Man. Yeah, you're not too subtle in the engine department either. Can we go have a look at
Absolutely.
that monster? Let's go. Oh, nice clearance there on the hood. Is that fiberglass?
It is fiberglass.
Perfect clearance. And I mean, that's insane.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah. So 502?
502, 871 supercharged, and of course the nitrous right on top there.
Of course. And like I said, I mean, it looks like a full-on drag car, borderline funny car, but you can drive this on the street.
I've driven it hundreds of miles on the street so far.
How cool. You don't ever do burnouts in this car, do you?
Maybe.
Your secret's safe with me,
Yeah.
don't worry. Man, she's great. 69 Chevelle on absolute steroids. Nice job, man.
You bet. Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
bringing it out. Tom, this is a really interesting car. 36 Ford, but you know, I think it's the flat, shiny combo that caught my eye. I don't think I've ever seen that done.
Believe it or not, that's the finished product. It's not primer, it's paint.
This is what you were going for.
Well, we were trying to head for something a little different, but yet keep a nostalgic appeal about the car. And
Still got your old school pinstriping. Yeah, it's a cool look. Pretty much the whole nose of it's kind of interesting. The way the grill bars are, from the side, it almost looks glass.
yeah, it does. It's
Straight on, you can see it's grill bars, but from the side, man, that thing looks like a lighthouse.
It does carry a good reflection to it.
It really
that's for
does,
sure.
man. The other thing that definitely catches your eye is the highly polished, blown flathead.
Yeah, it excites the eye, doesn't it?
It does. What are your heads?
The heads are bearing racing equipment, which was done a long time ago, back when the gentleman
And the
did
blower?
originally. The blower's a Weeham blower.
It's interesting that you went gloss black on the firewall, married it up to the flat on the sides, but then it kind of matches the gloss on the fenders.
Right, we didn't want it to look like it was just a primered car.
Well, and you left the early air conditioning here.
Yeah,
the tip-out windshield.
That and the vent, we left
Yeah.
the vent too. And
So that's a
and
functional cowl
We
vent?
did an electric roll down back window.
Nice. And how about those are stock taillights for 36, right?
Yeah, these are stock tail lights.
Well, she's a great looking car. I absolutely love the lines on it. I love the flat gloss combo. I think you built a really nice car here.
Well,
man.
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Keep up the good
I'm
work.
glad you like it.
36 Rod.
Yep.
Flatheads forever.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, Don, this is a gorgeous car. 40 Ford, but man, this has had some work done.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, yes, and you know that because you did it,
I
right?
did a lot of it.
What are the colors?
It's called raspberry metallic, and it's the same color on bottom and top.
The dark and the light are the same?
Correct.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The difference is the bottom half has more pearl than the top half does.
And that's all it is. The pearl is
That's
what lightens it up.
correct.
Oh man, that is great. Well, I love that you kept some 40 Ford in your dash, though. I mean, that wood graining is fantastic.
It's a all original dash, and we just did a few different things by painting it with wood grain, and the air conditioner vents are actually inside where the speaker is.
Nice. The color of this is fabulous. Kind of a pumpkin almost, or what'd you call it?
I don't recall the color to be.
But you like it, right?
I
mean,
do love it. Yeah, yeah. My wife actually helped pick the color.
I sort of figured that. You better give her some credit then.
She picked the color. So
Nice job here. You shaved everything off, and you got some pretty interesting looking taillights.
yeah, they're handmade, billet cut on a lathe.
And your wheels look like 20s in the
Those
back
are-
and
yep.
18s or so in the front.
That's correct.
So what's powering it?
It has a small block Chevy
Let's look at it.
383.
Wow, kind of packed in there.
Yeah,
So 383 stroker.
small block Chevy stroker. Yes.
Man, and you guys do the air cleaner?
I did the air cleaner. I actually built the air cleaner myself.
This is a beautiful car. Now, have you been to this event?
This is my first time here,
And where are you from?
Colorado Springs.
Okay.
We came up for a 4-day weekend to come to the show.
That's a good vacation if you ask
It is
me.
a very
Coming
good
to Yellowstone for a car show.
Yeah.
I've died and gone to heaven.
Yeah, the venue is very good.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Don, your car is very good.
thank you very much.
40 Ford convertible rod, beautiful. Well, Sue, this is an incredible machine. When I saw this, I was really stumped at first. I thought, oh, wow, that's really cool. Stingray. This is C5 Corvette, right?
That's correct.
That then has been transformed into a retro 61 look.
That's correct.
Wow, how cool is that?
It's way cool.
I guess you already know that, don't you?
Yeah.
So did you start with a new or a newer C5? Or?
It was a 1998 that we found.
Okay. Low mileage or?
Low mileage. It had low mileage on it.
Obviously, it's your car.
Yes, it is.
And you love it to death. How'd it come about?
My husband found a company that is out of Lakewood, Washington, that would redo a C5. And so basically they would take the entire body off the C5 and then make this carbon fiber body.
Seriously?
Yes, and completely refit it to fit this car.
Oh
So,
my God!
Yes.
Now, is this the stock windshield?
Yeah,
So they
everything-
didn't. It's not laid back. That's just how it is.
Right, and that's what confuses people when they see this car because they're thinking it's a 61, then they're looking at it going, it's too long,
and
it's too wide, and the
it's got this
windshield
swept
isn't on.
windshield.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but you know, I mean, gosh, you got the C5 interior, and you must have redone the seats though.
They put some new covers on the seats and
I
the
like
new
the black and white.
door panels
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
kind of fit with the retro look.
But this, I mean, this is really my favorite body style in the Corvette. I just think that, you know, the Stingray back end is just fabulous, and it just looks great in the 4 pipes down there.
Yes.
Now it's got that little tiny hood there, but that can't be for real. Can we open the hood and look at the engine?
You bet.
All right, let's go. Well, that's actually pretty tricky. It's not really the little hood, it's the whole thing, right?
Exactly.
Lift her up there. Haha. And it weighs nothing because
It is
it's
carbon fiber.
Oh,
Exactly.
Sue, this is so cool.
Thank
And then
you.
it's just a basic, I mean, that's your 98 C5 Corvette.
That's correct.
And you just must dig the absolute heck out of this thing, right?
I do.
And you just drop it?
Yes, just slam it down good.
Just slam it down good? Most people don't say that.
I know. Not at car shows.
Oh, hey, but it's carbon fiber. It's
Yeah,
solid stuff. Oh,
exactly.
Sue, this is just an unbelievable car. C1, C5, see this car. Thanks for bringing it out.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Oh man, the West Yellowstone Rod Run is absolutely fantastic. You've got to check this show out and combine it with a trip to America's oldest national park, Yellowstone.